You start off in the summer and you're flat out with the harvest, and that goes on for 6, 8 weeks, maybe 10 weeks. You don't get a minute's break. You know, the women are busy feeding everybody and the men are flat out picking, and they start at daylight and they finish when the last ray of the sun drops. So it's a long time to be working. And then, of course, there's a drying period and then sending it into the sheds.
Well, it was all hand milking, no machine milking, none of that at all. And then you had to carry your cream. 5 miles he had to drive to meet the factory lorries. They didn't come to your door like they do nowadays.
In the first 10 years, and I remember that well as a boy, that we lost 2 crops in 3 years, the entire crop. Once to a frost and one to a very, very stormy rainfall that damaged and ruined the entire crop. Now, my father's brother-in-law owned a packing shed, and these packing sheds provided a lot of employment, of course, to other people in Redcliffe. But he got a job as foreman in the packing shed, and that took us over those bad times.
If you were frosted out, you couldn't get assistance, very little for the next 12 months because you had to survive somehow. You still had your machinery and you still had food and kids, and they didn't get a lot of help.
My husband had this front paddock here fallowed one year, and the south winds came for a week and they just blew and blew, and the sand gathered right up to the tank stand and right up higher than the tank stand. And I couldn't see a pattern of a lino or anything on the floors. And do you know what he said to me? "Sweep a track where we walk." Well, that nearly killed me. I burst into tears. Sweep a track where we walk.
He was expected to grow wheat on every square inch of that country. And if he allowed any trees to grow there as for shelter belts or windbreaks, he was told if he didn't flatten the trees and grow wheat, he would lose his block. So, but subsequently to that, once the recognition came that the erosion was a big problem, then the Lands Department started to try and do something about it. But it was too late. The mallee had been eroded, and it was then a laughing stock of the city people. Oh, where's the dust coming from? It's coming from the mallee.